Hello everyone, this is a vlog about my visit to Osaka Castle in Japan. Osaka Castle was founded by a samurai who had completed the unification of Japan for the first time in the 16th century, and it's full of history here. Osaka Castle was originally founded back in 400 years ago, but is this the actual castle the great unifier built? The answer is no. I will explain later what this castle actually is. This castle is famous for its large stones that are beautifully processed. How many pieces are used? I will do a walking tour by bicycle and show you some interesting tips. After that, I will stop by ruins of one of the oldest Japanese capitals in the neighborhood. At first, let me show you how to get to Osaka Castle. All the tourists should be going there by train. This is a map showing around Osaka Castle Park. Osaka has three major downtowns of Osaka Umeda, Namba, and Tennoji, where most of tourists are staying. Typically, there are two ways to get to the castle by train. You can go by subway and JR rail. From Namba and Shinsaibashi area, take subway and get off at Tanimachiyonchome station. From Osaka Umeda and Tennoji areas, you can also take JR train and get off at Osakajokoen station or Morinomiya station. I ride my bicycle to make a tour. My route is from Tanimachiyonchome station and go into the park. I will pass through the castle tower in the center and reach Osakajokoen station. Also, there is another historical site next to Osaka Castle Park. It's called Naniwanomiya Ruins, where one of the oldest Japanese capitals used to be. I will make a quick tour later. Now, are you ready? I see tourists are coming from Tanimachiyonchome station to the park. Osaka Castle Park is sized 105 million square meters and Castle Tower by itself is almost 55 meters tall. This park will accommodate 30 to 50 sets of baseball stadiums. This size is almost the same as Imperial Palace in Tokyo. The founder of Osaka Castle is Toyotomi Hideyoshi, who unified Japan for the first time in history. But there is another Osaka Castle. What does that mean? I will explain later. You can see some small roofed buildings on the stone walls. It's called Yagura Turret, where soldiers were defending the castle from the enemy. Foods were also preserved. For each side of the castle, there are registered cultural properties such as historical gates and processed stones. I'm entering into the castle from Otemon Gate. Entering the gate, you will see a lot of large stones that are huge but beautifully fit to each other like a puzzle. This one-piece stone is called Oteguchi stone, and it weighs 85 tons. Most of the stones in the castle are made of granite. Many of those are the heaviest stones of all castles all over Japan. This turret is called Tamon Yagura. It looks like an ordinary gate, but there are holes in the ceiling and soldiers could look down and attack the enemies vertically. This is Sengan Yagura turret. This is the oldest remaining turret. Once again, the founder of Osaka Castle is Toyotomi Hideyoshi. Born in a peasant family, he started his career as a foot soldier serving for Oda Nobunaga, who was so close to unifying Japan for the first time. Upon the death of his monarch, Toyotomi Hideyoshi took urgent tactics to be the successor of Oda Nobunaga among the other competitors, and eventually he completed the unification of Japan, controlling all the other clans. On the other side of the next entrance gate, a shrine known as Toyokuni Shrine is present. People are walking around something. What is that? This is called Chinowa, a large grass ring. This is for people to walk through for forgiveness from misdeeds and to remove any other body or spirit impurities to have a refreshing start for the upcoming year of 2025. We walk through this Chinowa ring like infinity mark. Emperor Meiji ordered to build this shrine back in 1873 in memory of the great achievement of Toyotomi Hideyoshi, the original founder of this castle. It was built in Kyoto initially, but the shrine was moved to this place in 1936. Inside the worship hall, statues of deity for Toyotomi Hideyoshi and Hideyori, Hideyoshi's son, are enshrined. Since this is almost New Year's Eve, visitors are coming and praying for a good new year. If you go to a Japanese shrine, you may see wooden sake alcohol boxes. This is miyoki or holy sake alcohol that is served for the god. Miyoki is believed to harness the god's power and strengthen the relationship between the god and prayers. Shrine offers fortune telling too. Now let's head for the castle tower. This is Sakuramon Gate, and this is also a national important cultural property. Can you see the castle tower now? This is Kadomatsu. The tall, straight bamboo stands for long life. To welcome New Year Day, a Shiba dog is also wearing kimono. Toyotomi Hideyoshi is also famous for a new policy of sword hunt in 1592 that prohibited peasants to own weapons and confiscated them all to prevent rebellions that had happened occasionally. Few Japanese citizens own weapons since, and that should be one of the reasons why their criminal rate is so low today. Now, this is the most famous stone in this castle known as Takoishi stone. This is the largest one-piece stone in Osaka Castle. Tako means octopus in Japanese, just like takoyaki ball. Since the stain in the left hand looks like an octopus, they named it Tako Stone. The weight is believed to be 130 tons. This is the center of castle. During the World Wars, there was one of the army's offices right here, and the castle was also used as a fortress. By the way, Osaka Castle was originally built in 1592 by Toyotomi Hideyoshi. The castle we are looking at now is not what he built, actually. What is that supposed to mean? Let's go back to the tour. Originally, Toyotomi Hideyoshi started the castle making in 1583 and completed it in 1592. At that time, all the clans obeyed to this new leader, and then emperor gave him the highest civil titles of Imperial Regent and Chancellor of the Realm. Although the power of Toyotomi families reached a peak at that time, everything changed when Toyotomi Hideyoshi passed away. Upon his death, each clan all over Japan was grouped into Toyotomi's family's patron called Western Alliance and Alliance of Tokugawa Ieyasu, known as Eastern Alliance. As a result of the great battle at Sekigahara in 1600, East Army defeated the West. That is when the power of Toyotomi families started declining. Still, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, the second son and the successor of Toyotomi Hideyoshi, was in charge of the Osaka clan and residing in the original Osaka Castle for a while. But the winter and summer campaign by Tokugawa's army in 1614 and 1615 defeated Toyotomi's alliance again. Consequently, Toyotomi's Osaka Castle was brought down and still the castle base has been buried underground. The framework of the castle we are seeing right now was actually designed and built by Tokugawa Hidetada, a son of Tokugawa Ieyasu, who started shogunate period by his families for the next 265 years based in Edo, which is currently called Tokyo. With that, the new Osaka Castle was complete in 1629 after spending 9 years. This is the interesting part. The new Tokugawa-made Osaka Castle was not rebuilt onto the foundation of the original Toyotomi's castle that had been brought down. The Toyotomi's original castle base part was buried somewhere within this territory with the newly added soil Tokugawa family paved with, and the new Tokugawa's Osaka Castle was built right here as we are seeing now. Why didn't they use the original base of the castle to save money? Why did they build another one from scratch? One of the reasons was to show the people in Osaka and former Toyotomi's alliances about who the new boss was in this place, and to strengthen this fortress upon review of the weakness which the original castle had. The new Tokugawa castle, however, got struck by lightning several times, causing fires and even big blasts on the explosiveness warehouse. So, the new Tokugawa castle tower was also broken down. Therefore, the castle tower we are looking at now was also rebuilt by Osaka City in 1931 by way of local citizens' donations. Long story short, the castle tower we are looking at now is a replica built by Osaka City in 1931 on the base of new Tokugawa's castle that was completed in 1629, which was built close to the very original Toyotomi's Osaka Castle that was made in 1592. It's complicated, right? To some tourists, this may sound disappointing because we are just seeing a replica and this is not as old as 400 years, just like Himeji Castle. However, I take it this way. By walking through the gates and stone walls as well as looking at this castle tower, we can feel how much Osaka citizens desire to rebuild it because they love the local history, and how important and powerful Tokugawa Shogunate was, enough to build a new castle right next to the Toyotomi's original castle only to show their legacy as a new ruler to the people in spite of huge spending. And some part of the first castle is still beneath the ground that was made by the first unifier of Japan. So, this is aggregation of important histories over 400 years in Osaka and Japan. Here is the grave of Toyotomi Hideyoshi, the son of Hideyoshi, and Yoto-dono, Hideyori's mother. Tokugawa's army chased them up to a building that used to exist right here and set fire, so both of them committed suicide. This is a site of stone cutting and some of them are still present. If you look at stones carefully, you can see a mark. This is a family emblem of the manufacturer's clan. Those stones are granite that is made of lava. Since granite stones are easy to process and have beautiful faces, they are also used for Japanese graves. We are on a famous Gokurakubashi Bridge. The stone walls you see now also has the tallest cliff of all the remaining castles over Japan. This is my favorite position to take a picture. Now we are out of Osaka Castle. I will head for JR Osakajokoen Station. Here we are. This is JR Osakajokoen Station. If you come from this station to the Osaka Castle, you will see a small park mall. Lastly, I will stop by an old ruins outside this park that is close to Tanimachiyonchome Station. In Japan, one of the oldest and most famous historical incidents that all Japanese teenagers learn at school is Taika no Kaishin, the reform in Taika era in 645 that started a centralized government by emperors. At that time, Emperor Kotoku, the newly appointed emperor, moved the Imperial Palace from Asuka region to this place to establish Naniwanomiya Palace. However, the following emperor decided to move the capital back to Nara. The capitals established in 7th and 8th century were mostly in Nara region, such as Heijokyo Palace. The capital was moved to Kyoto region since 784, and each emperor had been living in Heiankyo Palace since 794 to 1869, which is almost 1,000 years. But during that shift, they once came back to this Naniwanomiya Palace only for 9 months from February through November in 744. There is few remaining on the ground due to fires when this capital was still flourished. So, it is hard for us to imagine what the Imperial Palace looked like right here, but we can still see some underground ruins found by excavation surveys. That's the Osaka Historical Museum by Tanimachiyonchome Subway Station. Actually, that museum is also standing on the Naniwanomiya Palace ruins. If you are interested, you can visit the museum. It's open every day except Tuesday and the year-end season from December 28 through January 4. The ticket is at 600 Japanese yen or $4 US. I hope my tour gave you some inputs about Osaka history. If you are liking Osaka Castle more, press good button and likes. See you in the next video.